Hey yogi, welcome back. This is the second yoga for sleep. So I'm Ree. If you are returning, hey, welcome back. And if you are new, hello. I hope you enjoy the class. So as I said last time, try and get all your tech chores done out of the way before you do this. So if you need to be scrolling, binging something on TV, if you need to send some emails, do all that stuff now. Get rid of all the technology from your life for the rest of the evening. Just come back, hit this play, and then once you're done with this, you're going to shut YouTube and you're going to be done with technology for the night. We don't want to be stimulated by tech just before bed. Certainly not after we've just wound down. Okay, so you don't need anything for the class. You can wear your PJs, just be comfortable. And we're going to take the class, we're going to start the class lying on our backs. So just come down onto your backs. I'm just going to move this mic a little bit so that it's not digging into my back the whole time. Okay, so from here, we're going to just start with a pose called Ananda Balasana, or Happy Baby as it's more commonly known, and it actually looks exactly as it sounds. So you're going to bring the knees into the chest, squeeze them in, and we're just going to start by squeezing the knees in and flexing the toes. So encouraging the knees to draw towards the shoulders, towards the armpit. So really squeezing in. As you're doing that, the very bottom of the back, the sacrum, you just want to press that in the mat or into the carpet, whatever you're on. So really press that down. That's just going to change the stretch. Then take the arms in the middle of the body, so in between the knees, and just take hold of the outside of each foot with the hand. Now start to kick the feet up so that the soles of the feet are facing up to your ceiling. And then gently start to draw the knees down towards the ground. Flexing the toes. So by that I mean this is point, this is flex. So flex the feet, flex the toes, and really send the bottom of the back down to the mat. Try and ground it down. Happy baby. Tuck the chin in a little bit, don't hike it up. Keep encouraging those knees to drop, even if it's just like a couple of millimeters at a time. Every millimeter counts when you're stretching. So nice and slow breaths. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. If it feels good, you can take one leg all the way out and stretch it. That might feel really nice. Rebend it, take the other one out. Don't do it if it doesn't feel good. You know, if it's stretching you, great, but if it feels impossible, then don't. Bring it back in. Rock from side to side gently, like a baby. Nice. And then drop the feet to the mat. Make sure you can tickle the feet with your fingertips. We'll take a variation of Setu Bandhasana, which is essentially called bridge. So the palms are down by your side. As you inhale, press the spine into the mat, so you're flattening the spine down. As you exhale, lift the hips up all the way. Now your choice, you can keep the hands next to you and use the push of the hands to help lift the hips. Or you can clasp the hands together underneath the body and then wriggle one shoulder blade under, then the other. Keep wriggling the shoulder blades together. You'll notice this allows you to lift the hips more. Keep pressing the weight into the mat with the feet. Keep pressing the baby fingers into the mat to encourage the shoulders to retract more and to lift the hips more. Try not to clench your butt too much here. We want to kind of take the work into the other muscles. See if you can lift that chest any higher. Lift the hips any higher. And then when you're ready, undo the clasp of the hands if you've got them clasped, And then really slowly start to bring the back down. So we want to start with the very upper back, so like the shoulders, the top of the back, then the mid back, the lumbar, and then finally the sacrum will drop. Take the feet as wide as the mat and have the toes turning out. And then just start to windscreen wiper the legs from left to right. So both knees drop one way and both knees drop the other way. So we've got loads of like autopilot systems in the body. They just do their job without us thinking about it. Breathing is a great example, or the heart pumping. We don't tell the heart to pump blood around. If we did, we'd probably forget and die. So we've got loads of these autopilot things. Bring the feet back in, and then from here, we're going to take this left foot, place the ankle over the bottom of the right thigh, just above the right knee. Flex the left foot. And from here, place that right foot down into the mat. This may feel like a lot. If not, take the left hand and gently push away so that you're opening up this left hip. This is reclined pigeon. So yeah, we've got all these autopilot nervous systems in the body. And one of them is called the parasympathetic nervous system, or rest and digest, as we tend to refer to it as. And that's where all the good stuff happens. That's where the sleep happens. That's where the recovery happens, digestion, healing, hair growth, nail growth, skin recovery. All the good stuff is happening in that rest and digest zone when the parasympathetic nervous system is engaged. If you want more, by the way, take that left hand through the gap and wrap the hands. You can either clasp the hands behind the thigh around the hamstring of the right leg, or if you want even more of a stretch, you're going to take it across. Take it in front of the shin, and then slowly start to draw this knee, the right knee, in towards the chest. We're going to use the left elbow to send the left knee away. So we've got two ways of working here. We're sending the knee away to open the left hip more, and then we're bringing the right thigh in. Flex both feet just to protect the ankles. So when we engage the rest and digest system, that's when we get a great night's sleep and we wind down and all the good stuff, as I've said, happens. The other system is called fight or flight, the sympathetic nervous system. That's when we're like engaged. It's in that system where we tend to have like anxiety, stress, all the stuff that stimulates us and can keep us awake. And we spend a lot of time in that system. Keep drawing that thigh in towards you. And yeah, yoga is just proven. Yoga and mindfulness and breathing with intention are proven to engage the rest and digest system, which is what we want. Slowly drop that right foot back down, switch legs. So now right ankle comes over the bottom of the left thigh. And again, you can just start to gently, and I mean gently, don't be like ramming your hand into your knee, but gently the inside of the bottom of the thigh you can press away from you. That's just going to encourage this right hip to open a bit more. So yoga is just looking to engage, rest and digest before bed, so you get a great night's sleep. That's really the aim of the game. You can take more of a stretch again, feed the right hand through the gap, and either clasp the hands around the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. As you draw that left knee in towards you, see if you can use the right elbow to push gently the right knee away. So we've got this dynamic kind of push and pull here. Make sure you flex the right toes to protect that ankle. Keep sending the knee towards the thigh. The knee towards the thigh? No, the thigh towards the chest. Keep inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Reclined pigeon pose. Great for opening the hips while not going too deep into a stretch. Release that down. Nice. Okay. From here, see if you can just rock up to seated. And we'll just take one more stretch before we finish. So taking the feet so that the soles of the feet are together, we're then going to just let the knees fall out to the side. So they might not fall out very far, and that's absolutely fine. We want the soles of the feet touching. So for Baddha Konasana or butterfly, we'd usually bring the heels right into the body. But for this one, we're going to take a more kind of passive, restorative stretch. So we're going to create more of a diamond with the legs. Take the hands to the shins. As you inhale, lift the chest, lift your gaze. As you exhale, really gently start to walk the hands out in front of you, away from the feet, and lower down the chest, lower down the head. Let everything hang heavy. Resist the urge to go deeper by grabbing hold of the feet and pulling. Just use the weight of the chest, the weight of the body to draw the chest down. Taking some nice long inhales and exhales. See if you can creep the fingertips away from you a bit more. And slowly walk the hands back in, bring the knees together, take the feet out in front of you. Then take that right foot, bring it on the inside of the left thigh and let the right knee just drop. So the knee kind of might be up here, that's fine. If the hip's not very open, but just encourage the right knee down to the mat. Nice. Flex that left foot so that you're bringing the toes back towards the shin. As you inhale, raise the arms up. Really reach up, nice and tall now. We don't want to be dumping, so really sit up. As you exhale, just start to lean forward, and we're just going to grab hold of the foot really gently. So we're not going to be really yanking ourselves here. If the foot is not available, then take hold of the shin. Wherever you are, you're going to inhale, lift the chest, look up. And as you exhale, just gently start to take the chest down towards the foot, but keep your gaze just above your big toe. So avoiding this movement. That's just going to encourage the spine to stay nice and long. This is Janu Shirshasana. Couple more breaths here. And then slowly come up, switch legs. Right leg goes forward, flex the right foot. Put the left sole of the foot into the side of the right thigh. Again, don't worry if this left knee is kind of hiked up a little bit, just send it down. Really flex the toes back towards the shin. Grounding down into the sit bones. Inhale, raise those arms up, 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 reach up, look up. Exhale, tilting forward. Take the hands as far as they'll go for a moment. And then you can grab hold of the foot or maybe the ankle, maybe the calf. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, see if you can send that chest further along. So we always want to go along with forward folds, not kind of down. That's kind of a misconception about a lot of yoga, is that we're always trying to kind of round the back and go down, but actually we want the back to stay nice and long and keep the gaze above the big toe and just send the chest along the legs. Shirshasana. Keep breathing through the nose and breathing out through the nose. Keep flexing this right foot. Keep grounding the sit bones. You're doing great. You are just dialing it all down to sleep. Then releasing that foot, releasing the left leg, and just coming down onto your back for your Shavasana. Nice and slow, come all the way down. You can take Supta Baddha Konasana, which is kind of the reclined version of what we did earlier. So you can have the soles of the feet together and you can just send the knees out, or you can take regular Shavasana, your call. Or you can just sack this off now you're done and jump into bed. Whatever you're doing, relax. No more controlling of the breath. No more expectations of what you're trying to do. You're just letting the body be. And you can stay here for as long as you like. I hope you have a great night's sleep, yogi, and I see you back here soon. Namaste.